Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Wolf and I'm the Robo Samurai. So it's been about a week or so since the first image of David Harbour's Hellboy dropped. I wanted to look at it the same day, but I had to help a friend move, and one thing led to another, then it became a week. But I'm here now, and I want to look at this because I'm a huge fan of Hellboy and the source material. And I just want to give my personal thoughts and opinions and just what I like and what I don't like. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So right off the bat, I can say I like this. I like the way it looks. He looks really cool and really badass. One of my fears about a reboot for this series was they were going to make him too muscular, because in the comics, he has muscle, but he's not like Schwarzenegger built. He's about mid-size, if you get what I mean. He's not too muscular, but he's not too flabby. And here, it looks like they got it just right. He almost looks identical to Ron Perlman. Like, Ron Perlman did a great job portraying the Hellboy character. And I think David Harbour is going to do a really good job as well. Not sure about the voice yet, because we haven't seen him in any trailers, but only time will tell. Now, this is the big thing for me. He's not CGI. I was so scared they were going to give him the CGI treatment like so many other classical creatures like King Kong or Godzilla. But no, it seems they're sticking to makeup and practical effects with this iteration of Hellboy, which I'm so happy about. I did not want to see a CGI version of Hellboy. An example I want to use actually is the Fantastic Four. In the original Fantastic Four movies, the Thing, that was practical effects and makeup. But then in the reboot, they CGI'd him and he just looked ugly. And I'm just so glad they didn't do that to my boy Hellboy. He looks really good with this makeup on. So those were the things I liked. Now, there are quite a bit of things I don't like, but they're just more like fears, and I can't really make these judgments until I see a trailer or until the movie comes out. So these are just my opinions with the first look. I'm sure they're bound to change. So let's start with the nitpick. The hair. Not a fan of the long hair. For those of you who know Hellboy's character, he's always had that kind of top knot, like the balding on the top of his head. Then he has the hair that goes around, but then he's got a top knot, kind of like a samurai styled hairstyle, and that was really cool. It worked for his character. So right here in the image, you see he's got really long, sweaty, oily hair, and I'm not sure if I like that. Only time will tell if they change that and give him the top knot, because I mean, I'm just a huge fan of that. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Going back to the whole makeup and CGI argument I was making earlier. So while Hellboy does look like he's wearing makeup and he's not CGI'd, the right hand of Doom is looking kind of fake. Like, it looks CGI'd, and I don't know. I don't like that. I'd rather see a practical effect and kind of glove for the right hand rather than it being CGI. Because it would just make more sense to just, plaster something together and make a right hand of Doom. Speaking of the right hand of Doom, that's the thing. It looks basic. It doesn't look like the right hand of Doom. Like, it looks basic. I mean, honestly, if you just take the hand off, it just looks like Barret's machine gun from Final Fantasy VII. The Polygon model, not the artistic model. But there's been so many iterations of the right hand of Doom, and this one just, it doesn't look the best. It's very basic. I'm going to use Ron Perlman's as an example. His had those biblical symbols etched into the hand, and it looked cool. And even in the poster for the Golden Army, it glowed up, which was awesome. Even the Injustice 2 model for the right hand looks better than this one. Like, this one just, it doesn't look cool. It looks basic. And the right hand of Doom is the thing that makes Hellboy Hellboy. So I kind of wish they put a little more detail and effort into his right hand of Doom. So this doesn't really have anything to do with the look of Hellboy, but it's more like the movie in general. I read that it's going to get an R rating, which I have mixed feelings about. because this is the thing with Hellboy. The target audience has always been kind of teen to young adult, so it's had a dark story, but it's never been too dark, if that makes sense. Like, yes, it deals with biblical figures and demons and all that stuff, but the thing with Hellboy is that his character has always been kind of that lighthearted character. So even though it's an overall dark tone for the story, he brings a little lightheartedness to it. He's kind of his own comic relief, which works. It works really well. So I don't know if making this movie R is the right choice, because I don't want it to be too dark, like DC dark, if that makes sense, because the way DC has been going, with the exception of Wonder Woman, it's just been this dark, gritty story, and there's just no light, no nothing, and I don't want that with Hellboy. Del Toro actually did a really good job when he made the Hellboy movies, because, believe it or not, a lot of the quirks Hellboy has in those movies, they're not in the comics. From what I've read, Hellboy doesn't have a hoarding problem with cats. He doesn't eat a lot of candy. In fact, the whole cigar thing in the movies, that was specifically for the movies. He actually smokes just normal cigarettes, which is fine. That's a fine change. And I just don't want to see this movie take too much of the dark side of Hellboy and turn it into that. Because I like Hellboy's sarcasm. I like his snarkiness. I like his sarcastic attitude, and I don't want to lose that for a darker story. I want to see a balance of the two. And again, Del Toro did a really great job balancing that. So, I don't know what to think at this point. I mean, yeah, a dark story will be cool, but I don't want to sacrifice Hellboy's character for a darker story. Overall, though, I do like the new design for Hellboy, and I honestly can't wait to see what they do. I'm very curious. They have my interest. As a Hellboy fan, I want to see this. I want to see what they do and where they go with this darker story. So I wish them the best of luck, and I hope for the best. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I try and make videos like this as often as I can. So again, thank you for watching, and game on!